Hi guys, welcome to Wingting's Kitchen. Today we're going to make satay chicken skewers. This recipe is super tasty and easy, and who doesn't like skewers? They make everything so much more fun. But if you don't have skewers or you don't fancy skewering pieces of meat, then just marinate and cook the boneless chicken thighs as it is, and it makes the recipe so much more easier. So let's get started. You will need 8 boneless chicken thighs, 150 grams of peanut butter, 250 milliliters of coconut milk, 1 teaspoon of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 2 teaspoons of ginger powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 shallots, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 red chilies, and 1 lime. First, I like to soak the bamboo skewers. They don't need to be soaked overnight, but I like to do it first so I won't forget. They only need to be soaked for a couple of hours before using. Next, cut the chilies. Use a spoon to scrape out the seeds if you don't like it too spicy. Everything will be going into a food processor, so just chop them roughly. Peel and roughly cut the shallots. If you don't have shallots, use a couple of spring onions. Peel and cut the garlic. I like to press down on the garlic to release more flavour. Add in the lime juice from a whole lime. Tip here is to roll the lime on a hard surface to break the segments inside, and it will be easier to squeeze the juices out. Do remember to flip the skewers in the water if they aren't fully submerged like mine. Alternatively, soak them in a tray. Now for the seasoning. Add the curry powder, turmeric, salt, ginger powder, soy sauce, all of the peanut butter, and as for the coconut milk, only add 150 milliliters. We will save the rest to make the dipping sauce. We're now ready to blitz it all together. Open it up and check everything has been blended together. If it's not, mix it around and then continue to blitz until it's all smooth. Moving on to the chicken, we want to cut these into bite-sized pieces. I cut each chicken thigh into 6 smaller pieces. Once that's all done, it's time to bring the marinade and the chicken together. Pour half of the marinade into the bowl with the chicken. The other half will be used to make the dipping sauce. Mix the chicken in with the marinade to make sure all the chicken is covered. Cover the bowl and place it in the fridge for at least 4 hours, or for the best result, overnight. So it's the next day. Preheat the oven to 220 degrees. I will line the baking tray with foil and then put it to one side. Take the chicken out of the fridge and start making the skewers. It's pretty simple, but be careful with your fingers. Just thread the chicken onto the bamboo skewers. If some pieces of chicken are larger, thread it through and then fold it over and thread again, so that there's no bits hanging off. I threaded about 6 pieces of chicken onto one skewer, so you should end up with around 6 to 8 skewers in total. I should have mentioned this before, but I cut the skewers so it will fit better on the baking tray. So once you have threaded up all the chicken onto the skewers, you should end up with something like this. Place this in a preheated oven of 220 degrees. Cooking time in the oven will be 10 to 15 minutes. After 8 minutes, I took them out and flipped each skewer and placed them back into the oven. After another 8 minutes, I took them out and checked that they're cooked. I then placed the skewers under the grill for 2 minutes to give it some charred edges, but this is optional. So now that the chicken is ready, we will prepare the dipping sauce. Using the marinade that we saved from earlier, place that into a pan, along with the rest of the coconut milk. On a medium heat, mix the sauce until it's well combined. Once all combined, turn up the heat and let the sauce cook. Stir it often to make sure it doesn't burn. The sauce will thicken up. Once you're happy with the thickness of the sauce, then the satay chicken skewers are ready to serve now. So here are my satay chicken skewers. As you can see, the edges are slightly charred, which gives it more texture and makes it look more legit. There's plenty of sauce, so you can dip your chicken in there, your chips or your fries, or even better, mix it with rice. I think this is a lovely dish to prepare for the night before, especially if you're not doing the skewers. Just marinate the whole boneless chicken thigh, put it in the oven, and after 20 minutes you pretty much have your dinner ready. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!